Los Angeles, glowing brightly in a beautiful night. The Heat are out of Miami and into an interconference game. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform in front of their Los Angeles fans. Well, they know they have their work cut out for them here tonight and during a stretch of games facing a lot of talented teams.
Well, in this league, the road is always tough on a team, Kevin, and anytime you get a chance to get home, you feel confident that you can stop any bleeding. Being at home, some home cooking, maybe they'll get things turned around.
And hopefully their fans embrace them and have some patience rather than getting on their case if things continue to go poorly. More than any other time, this is when they need that crowd behind them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Heat, Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. And it's Stoudemire in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. Julius Randle picks one up. Amari Stoudemire, with the change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
And for Stoudemire last year, served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
Dishes to Dang, and stolen by Hibbert. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
That's really a good picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. I mean, they're being way too casual with the ball.
It's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing smart basketball.
Now here's Dang. 11 points for him in that last game against San Antonio.
I don't think Stoudemire will ever be what he once was, but he is a valuable big to bring off the bench for a contending team in limited minutes.
Ryan against Dragic. It's stolen by Stoudemire. For three, and Goran Dragic gets the three. Dragic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Dragic. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
So a moment now to see the story on Goran Dragic. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 11 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Now here's Clarkson. Amari Stoudemire missing his last shot.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That free throw, no good. And the Heat with some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Udrih in for Goran Dragic. And he can't hit the second. And of course, Chris Bosh has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. But boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
And the Lakers with some changes. Brandon Bass is checked in for Julius Randle. Young comes in for Bryant. And it's Russell in for Clarkson. And Miami also making a switch. Green's checked in. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Roy Hibbert. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with a road win.
And he gets it to go.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Russell inside. He's guarded by Udrih. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Here's Sacre. Back to Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 10-footer. Sacre's shot is off. The Heat leading by 3. To the paint and stolen by Williams. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting for Los Angeles, D'Angelo Russell.
He's off on the first. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
And they need every point they can muster right now. They've got to cash in here.
Here is Russell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. To the inside. Here's Sacre, and that's going to be a travel.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Russell. How last month turned out for him, averaging 13 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
Sacre, and the officials call a traveling violation.
And a sloppy stretch for him. Now 2 turnovers in 3 minutes. He's got to focus in and value the ball.
The Heat leading by 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Whiteside. The shot no good. Good defensive work there by Young. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Luol Deng is checked in for Winslow. He's off on the second.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
The drive by Green, and he gets it to go.
Udrih with the excellent feed that time.
15 seconds left to play in the first. And stolen by Whiteside. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Finished off the break. Green's got 6.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. That's a 2 from Deng. And so the first quarter is in the books. Miami. And before the game, we heard from Chris Bosh. While they're taking it one game at a time,
as a veteran, you know.
Chris Bosh has become one of the wise old men of the NBA with his long and very successful career. Clark, there's a lot to be said for knowing what's coming and knowing how to handle it.
Well, he is indeed one of the elder statesmen of the league with his 2 rings and dozen-plus years, but he's also a very smart player to begin with, high IQ. Combine those 2 things, and you sometimes get 21 and 7, like Bosh is still delivering for Miami.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Clarkson is out there with Young. And it's Hibbert in at the center position. That's the Laker 5. Here's Clarkson. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Clarkson's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
It's stolen by Randall. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Dragic comes with the double team. Shoots a fader. The Lakers rebound. Goes back up. Goes up again. Hibbert. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Hibbert's got 4 this quarter.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Udrich in for Goran Dragic. It's stolen by Dang. In transition, here comes Miami. Kobe with the steal. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
The Lakers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. It's stolen by Randall. Got a piece of it. An even 3-on-3 break. And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And the Heat making a change here. Green's checked in. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And what a tough position Luol Deng found himself in last year in a small forward swap of sorts. LeBron James goes from Miami to Cleveland. Deng goes from Cleveland to Miami. He had his choice. There was Atlanta that was in the mix there too, but he goes to the Miami Heat. He's bounced around a little bit, but still a very big talent.
He is. You know, he kind of likes following legends. Remember, Scottie Pippen was that great small forward in Chicago, and Luol Deng was the next heir apparent. So he seemed to be pretty comfortable stepping into LeBron's role. Unfortunately, not able to deliver at the same level. And let's face it, the problem is you can't make up for losing the best player in the game, and that's the case here in Miami for Luol.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Pass is checked in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the middle, looking for Clarkson. He gets it there. And Williams, here we go. Williams double team. Now the dish to Bass. 11 feet away. No good. And it's Miami the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And, you know, getting back to Luol Deng, he wasn't entirely pleased with his new role. He's been a knockdown mid-range shooter throughout his career, but last year he was asked to shoot corner threes and volume, and that's not his game.
Robert Sacre, he's checked in for the Lakers. Russell comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and that one misses.
And back to Luol Deng, I mean, he started last season pretty strong. I mean, Deng was actually healthier than LeBron at the beginning of the year. But the tables turned around midseason. Deng became hobbled with that knee, and LeBron returned to his old dominant self.
It's stolen by Green.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick, and what good work there to get in the way of it.
Lakers trail by 5. Here's Russell, and it's blocked by Deng. They retain possession. Here's Winslow. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup.